Umulenze moze kinekwa mo no basinke tata biko ya no efia dos me anya ka ifo focus on the message aju e bia no basinke ta maka na enwele ihe dị oke mkpa eji wee chọọ ikwu asị ịma na mgbe ga-aga ka asị na-atọlụ mpa Jowi Zaza so many things na-aga on na social media including ihe asị na nwanne nwaanyị na-ekwu okwu na-eme nka so nwanne ha nwaanyị na-ekwu okwu ihe a bụ ihe dịla family ha ịghọtago ọhịa dịla family ha maka ebe anụ nwefe ma na-ameti ọnụ na family mmadụ so onye mmalị aka dị ya mmanya wele mee gị n'ihe n'isi so biko the only thing na-ekwudo biko ndị ọbụla ji mpa Jowi Zaza say hi, can it's also a wake-up call to everybody that this issue of insecurity is a cry for everybody. Obu no mechukwara onye ukwu nta atọ ya mechuta onye nta echi. Ometakwa na onye nta ya mechuta onye ukwu echi maka na ndị Igbo na-atụ n'enusi. Na te nebulu ozo onye ozo n'iso do ka ebu okwu nkọ. Nya bụ ihe ya abụla na open for everybody so that I pụta mgbọsị ọzọ. Enwele ihe ọbụla ndị mmadụ na-eme just of security onye ọzọ nọ n'akụkụ mee gịnị etinye bụ okwu ọnụ because na ka ọ na-emetụta ihu, ọ na-emetụta imi kone mechutakwa n'anya ekenekwa m unu ka ọ dịkwa na mgbe ọzọ ndị be anyị.
Majority of this KP business happening down the east are being carried away by our fellow Igbo brothers, our fellow MD Igbo. There is no way all this my aboki 50 million, highest them go call is 50 million, 100 million. Who told them what 700 million is? Talk more of 1.5 billion naira. There is no way this art will not come from our fellow Igbo brother. So, on today's topic of greedy kidnappers, according to fresh report, that the kidnappers that kidnapped the billionaire businessman in Anambra State, which happens to be Jois Zaza's father. You all know popular Jois Zaza. Onyego. Jois Zaza Onyego has increased the previous ransom from 700 million to 1.5 billion naira. First thing first, to those kidnappers, I promise you guys that you can never get that money. You see that 1.5 billion, you guys can never get that money. What nonsense. Then again, I think somehow I'm beginning to believe those people that was saying that majority of this KP business happening down the east are being carried away by our fellow Igbo brothers, our fellow MD Igbo, because it's kind of making more sense now. I don't see the reason why the so-called KP guys would request from 700 million to 1.5 billion. Also, there who know Tinubu kunu kidnap yourself. Yeah, you are asking Shani Tinubu for 1.5 billion naira. Are you guys being serious right now? And believe you me, there is no way all these Fulani Aboki, they are saying that they are the one doing KP business in Anambra, in Igboland, this and that. We request for such huge amount of money. There is no way all this my Aboki 50 million, highest them go call is 50 million, 100 million, or 30 million. Who told them what 700 million is? Talk more of 1.5 billion naira. There is no way this art will not come from our fellow Igbo brother. And it's a very bad thing. I don't want to go into the lifestyle of Jowi Zaza Onyego. Jowi Zaza Onyego. I don't want to go into his lifestyle on social media, because I saw his sister ranting, according to report, that Joey is the cause of all this thing, that only live a fake life. Everything is showing on social media, audio money. Jowi Zaza Onyego. I don't want to go into all those things, but the fact still remains that Anybody that will get sense enough, we know that some of these things they used to display on social media, it just showbiz. But why would those guys increase from 700 million naira to 1.5 billion naira? Like, are you guys being serious right now? Like, you guys want the, like, now only Burusip Obeyoko, you guys want the man to sell his home family. Like, for even though they afford, there is no way they can even afford that kind of money. And it's gonna be in cash, because Omazi KP and when they do transfer sent from my bank, it's gonna be in cash. How possible? You know, I was discussing about this particular issue with one of my elder brother. I think that was yesterday or the day before yesterday. Insecurities that is going on. No, we are discussing about bank because Access Bank has been on my neck. Anyways, it's not a story for today. But because of what I want to check on my account, since I couldn't be able to log in there, they're asking a lot of things. And I was telling my brother that, you see, here in Canada, you don't need to provide ID, provide this one, provide that one, provide NEMO, provide international passport, provide, or before they would authorize you. Only your voice alone. Only your voice. Like, I'm talking to my bank here in Canada. Only my voice alone will authenticate me. Only voice alone. Once the system hear my voice, it don't go. You know, a lot of things that easily carried away than trying to frustrate you. What am I trying to say? I think tracking these boys that are into this KP business should be as easy as ABCD. If the government of Nigeria really want to tackle that insecurity from grassroots, tracking these boys, like the man they took, I still believe that they are still within Anambra State, or they are still within in the east, even though they are out of the east. Tracking them should be as easy as ABCD. If the government of Nigeria, they like want to work on this insecurity that has took lots of lives of innocent Nigerians. You know, if somebody like Harrison Gwamnishu, an individual person, is dealing with those KP guys. I used to see some of his update, how he's tracking those guys, hearing their voice, even, you know, you can hear their movement, their location, everything. If Harrison, an individual, can be doing that thing alone within his own powers, you don't tell me that government, like a whole government of Nigeria, let's say we lack the resources, cannot collaborate with all these top countries that are equipped into all this system to deal with all these people, because it's getting out of hand. How can you went to church? Some of these people know they fear God again. According to a story, they said the man was praying inside the church, praying to his God. You went there to KP the man, Budi Aripu, and you are requesting for 700 million naira. From 700 million naira, you now increase it to 1.5 billion naira. Uncho now onye busip Obeyoko. Emete asin on the house and on the Fulani on the now our people. Gini ko dansa ji 1.5 billion naira. Sometimes I see on politica, sometimes I see on car, sometimes I see on car. But I'm very sure that an Igbo man is the main architect of all these plans. Because I am working Basade go and Abara. From 700 million naira to 1.5 billion naira. Billion naira. KP Kahaji say business. I blame government too. Because if the government decide to tackle this whole thing and tackle it once and for all, it's like they're gonna do it. If they decide to tackle this whole thing, both fraud, scam, the way money is missing from people's accounts, the way they are doing all the, instanta, it's gonna stop. But just like what my other brother told me, he said that in a case whereby them, the government, people in the offices are using those avenues to move money to do their own thing, low-key, how do you expect them to tighten the security, to tackle it? It's more like them, you know, stopping their own source of ihanaro. And what he says is beginning to make sense to me. I don't see the reason why it's from 700 million to 1.5 billion naira. Chineke gbakwa unu ọkụ.